myself and then hand over to you. And just like we did it last week, once if there's any issues in the chat or people have questions, I will moderate as we did last week. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So I will mute myself now and hand it over to you.
Just okay, it's 5 on the dot from my heart. Good afternoon once again. This evening, we want to move forward. I don't know. Perhaps some of us might have joined the other labs that held on Thursday, and if you're here again after joining the lab, you're welcome. And then if you are not, welcome to this lab 2 on HAR. And then we are today going to be looking at following up on what we did last week. We're going to be doing some summaries of some data and then be doing a little bit about data visualization. We'll be making use of some of the functions and then the introductions and some of the basic things that we did last time around. I know the last time, to have a brief recap, we did some introduction of the different type of data that are variables that you might likely have in HAR, and then how to import HAR, how to do some basic operations, and then how to actually assign your variable to a vector. And then we did the how to install packages, then a little bit of description of the HAR Studio environment, and then do some little bit of what is introduction to what is the script, the HAR markdown, and then how to do your code chunks, and then yeah, that was like all we did the last time around. And then I think we were introduced to Swirl, which is an inbuilt HAR interactive tutorial that if you follow, you might be able to get more acquainted with everything that we did last time around. So just to have a brief recap and make the class more engaging. Is there anyone that have had a go at the Swirl since the last time we met? Anyone at all? Okay, you can drop in the chat now. There is no time. Okay, so no problem. It's just an opportunity that could have been used to just try to take in and assimilate better what we did. But then, so moving on this evening, I believe we are all. Do we have? Should we? I think we should use the approach that we did the other time around, and then maybe that will make us. That will be better, or I should just go ahead and be sharing my screen. Are we all on our laptops or our system and have our studio opened? Have we all downloaded the data that we're going to use? I think we're going to basically use 2 data sets for this evening. We're going to use the height data set, and then we're going to use the resident doctor. I think you probably have it as a CSV at the file. Do we all have that? Hello, I'm trying to see if I can get some feedback.
I maybe use the reactions, and you can use the thumbs up like I've just done.
Yeah.
So that yeah.
Okay. Some have the data. If you don't have the data, please, can you try to check your mail and try to download the data now and try to put the data in the working directory that you have your all other files, especially I don't know, I will advise that you create a kind of folder for this class or on your system. That is just where you'll be accessing for everything that you will be doing, so that it makes it easier, and then it makes your code not run into an error, because if the pathway to the directory is not properly set, to just be giving you error, and then it might take a while before you figure out where the error is actually coming from. So we'll just get going this afternoon, this evening. So I think the first thing you want to do is that you want to, I don't know if you have your R open and there is no script, there is nothing that you previously have in your console, and then your environment here is clean. Yeah, you might not need to worry about this. But then if you have been working on something before and then you have some kind of function or that you have previously run in your console, you want to clear that. You want to clear your workspace and then be sure that you don't have anything outstanding, because the risk of you not doing that is that perhaps you have actually assigned a variable in your previous practice or whatever it is that you are doing, and then maybe you have assigned it to A or to X or to Y, and then you're down the line, you are still writing a new code, and maybe your Y now means something else. If you pass in a message and then you use that Y, the R might actually read it wrongly, and then maybe you are using a different assignment or a different variable that you don't want to use for this, or it might actually be leading you to an error that take you a while for you to figure it out. So that's to avoid that. You just want to clear your workspace, and then you use the function remove. You know, last time we said the remove is what you used to remove, and then you remove list, and then as well and then list, and then you function bracket open, and then use this to remove everything. You see that as soon as I enter that, everything in my environment here got cleared. So I don't have any other thing now based on everything that I've been doing previously. So I don't run the risk of taking in some of the things that I've done before. So you clear that. So how do we clear our workspace? You use the function remove, like that is what you use to remove, and then you list is equal this ls and then brackets, and then just enter to use that. And then you also can, so you clear your workspace. That is if you are working before. And after you've cleared your workspace now, what you want to do now is that you want to set your working directory. So so probably you are already in the right working directory. So you might just want to use the get working directory to know where you are. So I using that, I know, okay, I know where I am. I know that I am in this folder, this APR folder on my laptop. So for me, this is actually where I want to work. These are like, it's just I just in this folder, I just have another folder within this LPR folder. I have a subfolder for Start Clinic. And then that is where I keep everything that relates to her for the Start Clinic. So you can alternatively get that like we did last time. This is your lab, within this your file plot package section of your R. You can see this home icon. If you click on it, you see all the folders that in the home directory of your system. So this is where I'm working. If I click on here, I have my Start Clinic. this, and then this is where I have all the data. And then this is where I expect you also to have your data that has been sent to you. And then once you do that, you click on this settings icon, and then here you have different options that comes up, but I'm going to click on copy folder path to clipboard because I don't want to type in. So if I copy it, I think it makes it easier for me. So I just come here and use the set working function, open bracket, and then on the open bracket, what you do is also you open a column and then Control V or Command V, depending on what you're using, and then you click on enter. So you have set your working directory now to where you have your data. I think that's the first thing you want to do. Okay. So now that we have that, we want to move on to the main mate. We've cleared our working space, and then we set our working directory where we want to work. So what we want to do now is that the data that we want to work with, we want to import it. So, and you know, depending on what you want to import, as we did last week, you are going to use different library function to import different type of file. If you're using, if you want to import CSV file, which is an Excel file, you're going to use the library read R. Okay, that's what you're going to use. So I believe if you have, sorry, I'm too fast. Sorry. Okay, so where are you, Memuna?
The setting working directory. I don't.
Sorry. No, I miss apologies. I was just trying to ensure that maybe we move a little bit faster than the last time around, because here, this class, we're going to have a class work. So I want us to move fast so that we can get that to that part a little bit, because I want us to get to that class work. And then I think we are going to spend a lot of time there. So apologies, I'll be a little bit slower now. So where have we been able to set our working directory?
No, that's where I'm stuck.
So why are you having an error? Was it that
I don't know how you copied. You just moved fast to copy something and paste it. So I don't know where you copied it from.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Is it possible that we do like we did last week, that someone will share their screen and then you walk them through?
Exactly. That's why I think I put that option for the out first, and I wasn't getting any response.
Oh, okay.
So you can share your screen. Memuna, if you can, let's see.
Memuna, yes, you can share your screen. So another thing, just to Dr. B's point, is that this session is going to be 1.5 hours long. So maybe we have to move a little fast. You know, I will call time at 30 minutes, at 1 hour, and then at 20 minutes to give 10 minutes to round up. So apologies, but we might have to move fast, and you can watch the videos at the end.
Okay, no problem. I can't share my screen because I'm using my phone and I'm using my system to work on it.
Okay, let me just go over the step again, and I'll try to go slowly. Okay, so I believe your workspace is empty, like you've cleared your workspace. Okay, now you want to set your working directory, so you use this function set working directory, which is set wd. Once you type it, set working directory, and then okay, one thing you want to know, that when you are working in R, and you want to, as much as possible, understand your laptop, like like your phone. When you go to the internal memory, if you are using Android, you already know that when you go to the internal memory, you know what is representing your phone memory, and then you know what is representing your memory card. And then in your memory card where you have your media, where you have your video, like you understand everything that is on your phone. That's exactly with the system with the laptop. Sure, you get. When you want to work on this, you want to tell which part of your system that you have your data. So you want to give an instruction to the system to go to that part alone, to go to that folder alone. So that is what we want to do. So when you see these, I don't know how it is called, but this symbol here is called the home directory. It represents home. So that is what represents home in any, when you are writing scripts like this. So when you say set directory, okay, if you don't, you can use the other one that I talk about. So the first thing is you want to put the quote mark, and then if you type home / okay, it will give you an option of everything in your home directory. Okay, so you can scroll down using the arrow key. I told you that on my own laptop, I have it as FPR. I don't know where you have it on your laptop, as in which folder. So you have to navigate one by the other until you get to that place where you have that folder on your laptop. So you have to do it by yourself because it will be different because we don't have everything laid out on each all of us. We have different directories on our laptop. So once you get that, like FPR, if I enter FPR, if I enter this folder / again, within this folder, I still have another folder which is called Start Clinic. So if I click this and tab, it opens Start Clinic. And then this is the folder where I have everything. Once I have this, I can just click enter because I don't have any other folder within this Start Clinic. And then this within this Start Clinic folder that I have all my data and then where I want to work for this. So that's the folder where I want to work. I click enter. That means I have set my working directory. So the alternative that I said is that if you come to home here in this part of your Alf console, you click on this home icon. You also see everything here. So you click on the folder where you have your home probably is still within the download, maybe because you just download it, but you don't want to work in the download folder because download is too generic, and then you might not be able to track anything. You might actually have files that you have maybe downloaded, you have even forgotten that you downloaded there. So most likely you have another folder that you created on your desktop where you are working. So if it is on your desktop that you have that folder, you first come to desktop, and on your desktop you would now navigate to that folder, and then you'll be able to take everything that you want. Okay, so for my own, this is where I have it, and then I have it in this Start Clinic that I created, and then I set it. So when you have now navigated to this part, you will now click on this setting icon, like this setting icon. You see copy path to folder. You copy the path to clipboard, like your clipboard, like you do it when you are chatting. And then when you now enter the set W function and you type it here, set working directory, and then bracket open quotes. What you just do is you Control V or Command V, depending. Command V is if you are using Mac, and then Control V definitely if you are using on Windows. So, and you paste, and then you enter. Okay, and you enter. And then you have set your working directory. Have you all done that now? We can move on, please. I think we've spent quite enough time.
Someone has volunteered to share their screen. Faith Adams has said she wants to share her screen. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Let me just stop sharing my screen.
Okay, Faith, can you share your screen? And because we want to move quickly, the expectation is that you are a little familiar, so that you're following the instructions as quickly as possible with Dr. B. So Faith, can you share your screen?
Okay. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. Have you opened our Studio?
Yes.
I'm not seeing your house studio.
Okay.
Now we can see your emails.
Yeah, I'm seeing your house studio. Okay, now, okay, thank you. No, okay, now come to your console. Console.
Okay.
Okay. Set work. Firstly, type get working directory. Let me see where you are. GET, get working directory. GET WD. Get working directory. WD.
Okay.
Tab. Okay. Just delete the quote and just leave the bracket open. Delete everything.
Okay.
Just enter. Just press enter.
There is space between the E and T.
No, just press enter as you have now. Press enter now. So you are currently in document. Okay.
Yes.
So this is currently where you are. So now what I want to ask you is that where do you have those data? Because I can see
on my desktop.
You have it on your desktop, and then not in any particular folder. They are just scattered around on the desktop, right? So what you want to do now is that you now want to move from where you are, which is document, to your desktop. So now what you want to do now is that on this setting icon that you have more beside it, click on that icon first. In your under your 5-plot package
okay, here.
Environment. Yeah, you have the more. More where you have more. Okay. Click on that. You see copy to copy folder part. Click on that. Now click on that. Now you've copied this. This is where you have your data, right? Now, since you have copied the part, the pathway to this, you have copied to your folder. Now come back to your console.
Okay.
Now type set working directory. Now, because you want to set this to where you have your data set. Now open brackets. Now use your quotes. Now Control V. No, you don't need to type anything. Just Control V. You have, because you have copied everything already. Just Control V. You don't need to type anything. What system are you using?
HP eLightbook.
Control V. How do you? Control V is paste now. Right click. How do you paste? Paste. Click paste.
That's what it's showing.
Yeah, paste. Click on paste.
Okay.
That's what it's showing. Click enter. Click enter.
Copy it well.
No. Click enter. No. Go back. Click enter. That is the pathway. That means that this is your home directory. This is not your desktop as I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Because that's what you copied. No. You use the up arrow key. No, I don't say open brackets.
Okay. It's not working.
It's working. Press your cursor.
When she
your cursor is
not on document. I think she copied home page. So that's why.
Yeah.
She need to go back through
the file that she had. You have minimized what? Go back to files. Click on file tab. You've clicked Click on files. File. Yes. This is the data that where the data we are going to work with is here. That is the resident doctor CSV. So this is where, so the folder, now come to the set WD in your console and paste it there, because that is where you have the file. But this is not the desktop. If it is the desktop, you will see it here. You have copied it, just come and paste it. It is whatever it is on the clipboard that it is pasted. That is what you have, because it's on the clipboard.
It's not working.
No, it has pasted. That is the home. That is what it is pasting. It is pasting something. Yeah, just click enter.
Okay.
It works. If you click, if you retype get WD, you will see that it has changed.
Okay.
Type get working directory, bracket, and enter. Do you see? So this is where you had, and then so let's just continue, because our time has far gone. So can you now we want to read now open the read function. So load the library read R, because we are trying to read a CSV file. So we are going to use the library read R. If it were to be some other file, like let's say SPSS file, now it will be library avon.
You're not sharing your screen at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm giving us. I'm
No,
telling her what to do.
She's at the moment she stopped sharing. So
she stopped sharing.
I can see your face and not her screen. Do you want someone else to share?
Jason Boss said he wants to share. Can you share, please?
So while we appreciate everyone who's willing to share, like I said, the expectation is that you are helping us move the class along because you have some familiarity with the computer and also maybe a little with R, and you can be quick. So please help us so that we can move the class along. We're at 30 minutes already, and we are still trying to set the working directory. So
Martins, are you sharing your screen?
Okay, so maybe
let me just share my screen and then we move forward.
Exactly.
Let me just share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Now, okay, so I've set my working directory.
One more try. Someone else is asking to share, and I need to ask. What's the person? I think it was Olushope. Do you have, if you want to share your screen, do you have familiarity with R, and will you move forward?
Yes, I.
Okay, please share your screen and let's do this.
Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. Okay.
So I would have suggest the tutor use his own screen. Then when it's time for question, we can now share our screen to show where we have challenges. With that, we'll move more fast.